Okay, so I am doing a tea leaf reading today. Um, so I have pre-read the tea leaves, and when I did the tea leaf reading, I got a dolphin or a swordfish or a dolphin turning into a swordfish. In the center of the cup, a single mountain surrounded by two smaller mountains with clouds above it. Um, then I got a fairy nearby and a bear at the center of the cup. And nearby to that, heading away from that, was a sail and a sailboat, and a dolphin like spanning above and around some of the cup near it. Two dots on the outer ring, a caterpillar on the outer ring of the on the inner ring of the plate, sorry, with an eagle swooping towards it, a tiger below, and a monkey at the center, and then a few fairies playing nearby, and a key hidden nearby them. So I've tried to, over the last hour or so, see what this means because I'm not very good at that. And it is supposed to be, from what I can gather, the dolphin turning into a swordfish is represents like musical inspirations, and turning into a sharpened, precise knowledge. Someone finally finding someone or something that has been lost, or to become something, or see something a person or project started, standing tall, being supportive, represented by the mountains, the mountain and two smaller ones, something reaching a new form or a form of self, level of self fulfillment, and they the confidence to stand tall and strong with it, with the help of two others, by their side. The clouds sit between Mercury and Jupiter, indicating a new social connection. The bear in the cup is turning away from the mountain and then turns to face it. Someone who will make a decision by the end of the week. Maybe someone who is grouchy at the moment or is shut off. I see this as someone with a scar, whether it's like an actual scar on their face or um, someone with maybe like a symbolic metaphorical scar. Someone who make it. Um, a lucky coincidence will happen, um, or a lucky coincidence, or a journey, or essentially like setting sail into a new beginnings, new horizons, or a new chapter of the life. This will be a positive impact on your life as long as you play your cards right. Uh, circumstances, uh, circumstances, and will be a journey or a lucky break for someone. Like a lucky break born from inspiration, or maybe something to do with sound, or like even someone, like a sound from the past. Like maybe it's a song in your past you're hearing, maybe it's like someone you know, maybe it's even like something you've heard in the background, like an animal, like a bird chirping. Uh, Someone who is kind of like letting the sail on the sailboat, they're like catching the new winds, the new breezes of life, and just like seeing where the wind takes them, kind of just casually going along, like letting go of something else in the past. It's kind of like a second wind of life, and something that started as a creative endeavor will grow with inspiration and love. Like kind of like a new authority in their life or a new responsibility. Someone may develop self-discipline or have to work hard in order to overcome a challenge or situation from their past or even a past situationship. There is some form of test here that may have been seen or maybe even forgotten about. Let's see, I've got cards here too, so this test is kind of like okay, so for this test we have the Emperor in reverse for the past on this test, the Lovers in reverse on the present, so people who are no longer lovers or are not lovers at the moment, who maybe are past lovers at present. In the future, um, there's kind of like two different things about, or two different possibilities. I think it's two things about this future. One will definitely be a judgment on someone, like a judgment for something that's happened, maybe something someone didn't know about. And the Two of Wands reverse. So for the Empress in reverse, someone who was feeling unloved and unconfident and unworthy and unable to like step into their true self or a true happy life situation or relationship because of something that was holding them back in the past. Someone who was feeling like a lack of something, a lack of support, a lack of love. Maybe someone who acted out in order to get someone's attention. Um, it's kind of like also a reverse of fertility. So maybe like this person had a ticking clock on their chance to even do fertility things. Someone who wasn't stepping into their true power or their true light or like explaining reasons behind why they were doing things or the way they were acting the way they were. This person might have been very, very hungry at this point in time as well. This person, um, their physical needs were not being met, and they were worried they would never meet the right person or marry the right person, or maybe it was even like something to do with a past engagement or marriage that went awry that they were not wanting to tell anyone out or about, or they were too scared to tell anyone about. Um, they were scared a certain situation and the situation would lead to disappointment, so they were trying to leave something behind because they were scared they were going to disappoint someone or not fulfill or meet up with their expectations. They were like seeing bad signs that something bad would happen if they stayed around this person, and they were too scared to tell them this. Like they have seen all these signs before and it has never gone right before, so okay, so at the present there might have been a past or present loss of love or like a lack of a connection from someone, so someone wasn't putting enough into something, so like there was a lack, a missed opportunity and a lacked connection. People who lacked connection and didn't connect properly. Um, you know, maybe someone didn't do something willingly, or it wasn't someone's choice in a certain situation to do with this. Maybe they didn't have a choice, or saw it as they didn't have a choice but to do something in order to get something that they really wanted or needed, or there was something that was definitely not seen to another person. Something that happened with a friend who did not end up staying together. The temptation could not be avoided of this situation. Like, there was definitely a temptation that was very aspiring, and this person failed to um, not take the opportunity because it could relate to the past and someone wanting to get someone's attention, and they saw an opportunity and they took it because they were after attention, because they felt very alone, maybe because of this like misconnection or not, like a breakup that put them even worse and there was no one there for them. In the future, judgment, the saying for this one is, I am the one who judges the worth of those who come before me. There will be a reward for past effort, reevaluations, or even revelations, like something will be revealed. Something you was not known about. Responsibility and outcome of a situation, a solution to do with like resolving a situation and accepting something for what it was or what it is after new information is inputted. Uh, this card shows as an angel, someone who was maybe even left out of a lot of situations. Someone who wasn't responsible for certain past actions, but they may very well be in the future, or they will own up to certain things in the past they haven't owned up to as well. This will come to like a resolution, and it will start down like a new slate, whether that be good or bad, but at least it will be like, whether it turns out good or bad, it will be an honest one. Two of Wands in reverse. Resting after hard work in reverse is kind of like someone starting work and effort towards something. So someone's going to be trying to like build a foundation of something. Someone's going to be putting work and effort into something. Um, it's reverse patience, so they're going to like go by something else that's in the future in the reading here, and they're not really going to have much patience for it. They're just going to like go for it and just say it and just talk about it. Instead of planning in the future, they're going to look into the past and try to see maybe what they missed or what they don't know or learn about the past. Something will be put on hold. Something that could have been happening in the future something in the future may be put on hold for a little bit. So they can kind of like look into a situation or look at this situational thing happening and then go back to it in a couple of months, like 6 months time or something. Um, they're going to look at the last parts of this relationship or their life and see what happened and what went wrong and what they could have done differently for next time as well. Um, okay, and one more card for this is Strength reversed. So for Strength reversed, see if I can find it. There it is. Someone who didn't have like the courage to be themselves in front of someone, or maybe they were shy or hesitant, or they even felt embarrassed by themselves or something about themselves. Like they were very shy, they were very awkward, they were very imbalanced. Imbalanced. They didn't feel like they fit in properly. They felt weak. They felt like they were losing control of themselves. Um, they weren't very confident in themselves, so they needed to kind of like step up and earn themselves and their being because they're their own unique being. And I have this personal saying that like every being, every person is kind of like a flower in this garden, and the garden is life. and each flower is a different color, it's a different shade. Some flowers start out on in rich soil, some flowers start out in poor soil. They each grow in different directions. They each have different leaves, they each have different petals. Some flowers are bigger and more well fed, some flowers are smaller. We don't look at flowers, we don't judge them the same as we do humans. We just say, oh, that flower needs help, that flower looks sick, that flower, something's wrong with that flower was well fed. It's all the different shades and colors of life, and if life were a garden. Okay, so back onto this. I don't even know where I was at. Um, Growing with inspiration and love into a new authority or responsibility. Someone may develop self-discipline or have to work hard in order to overcome a past situationship. There is some form of test here that may have been forgotten about or is coming up, but with a little luck and inspiration and self-discipline, you could do well. The two dots um, are full and hard and solid darker color, indicating a sense of fulfillment and stable situations or a full circle of fulfilling nature. Moving into the plate or the roots of the situation, so the plate in this reading is going to represent the roots of the situation rather than what's happening in the past, present, and now. The start of a transformational change. This may represent the start of the transformational change happening within or to the end of the night or next week. Starting the new phase of a life or getting ready or in preparing for the cocoon. Oh, sorry, I missed something. I missed something. There was a caterpillar which represents like someone getting ready for like the cocoon stage before the next phase of life and kind of like transcending or changing or taking on like a new form or a new part of their life. They are kind of getting ready to grow and learn and adapt and become the new themselves, like the butterfly version of themselves, like the new empowered themselves, becoming what they should be. The placement of the caterpillar means two sides of someone or something, almost like they are becoming another side of themselves or stepping into power they didn't realize they had possessed, like something lying dormant within them. They will be shifting into their new phase at uh, new, shifting into the new phase. The eagle swooping at the caterpillar with a tiger waiting to catch it. The eagle swooping in could represent a success in the new phase of their life. I know I thought it was weird because it's an eagle swooping caterpillar, but that's what the tea leaf reading books I have said. New information is coming in soon and quickly, so like the eagle represents this new information quickly incoming.